Today, we have a very exciting coaching session here on Inferno. I'm going to be working with a player who is really trying to learn the fundamentals of CS2 and really get into this game and enjoy it as much as possible. I'm really excited for you guys to watch this. Before we get into it, hit that subscribe button, share this video with your friends, and most importantly, guys, join my Discord community down below because I'd love to chat with you, get to know you a little bit better, and just come together and become the best CS2 community possible. Without further ado, let's go ahead and hop into the video and learn on Inferno. All right. Well, yeah, let's go ahead and get into this and see how we can help you reach your goals.
Perfect, thank you.
Yes, sir. I'm excited.
So the four on this game, only Bob is not my teammate. Everyone is
Oh,
I
okay.
play with. Yeah, I know.
Gotcha. So only this guy's not. Okay, sweet.
Yeah, exactly.
Gotcha. Okay, nice. We get the opening. You said your cousin, right? It's your cousin or?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So your cousin gets the opening.
Yeah.
Going up through mid here. All right. How many hours do you have in the game, by the way?
I played a little bit on CS:GO, but I don't count these hours, so I'm like at 500, I think.
Gotcha.
400.
Right here, what I want you to do, by the way, is I want you to be super aggressive. What I kind of notice is like you're kind of like a little timid, a little passive back here, kind of just watching everybody do their thing. And you have bombs, so I don't need you to run in and go first, obviously, because that's really bad. But I want you to be up here with the pack and like getting involved, doing your stuff. Like, you know, if there's a lot of guys over here, get up here at this guy and start trading with him and stuff.
Exactly. You know. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, that was
So my cousin I was telling me that sometimes I don't do nothing. I'm waiting for a play to happen, and sometimes nothing happens.
Yeah.
So it makes times to everyone rotates, and I get killed.
Yeah, definitely. Because like, and that's what I was gonna say next year was like because of you kind of just like watching and doing this, we totally forget like that this is a possibility, and I don't want you to be out in the open like this. So get aggressive, go with your homies, go with your boys, get up here and start trading out with them so that this doesn't happen.
Exactly.
And luckily he whiffs.
Yeah, I was looking at the game first because before I was looking which game could be a good one, and then I was like, what I'm doing, and I'm doing absolutely nothing.
Yeah, yep, exactly. Yep. So it's like
I don't know what I'm doing.
Yeah, exactly. You just don't have that direction, that like that
Exactly.
yeah, definitely. Also, I'm going to give you the really cool tip here from the beginning too. Inferno plant spots. This is something that's really cool to learn. Is the best spot to plant is right here because we can play from it in pit, and also if we're on like 70 health or more, we can survive in pit, so we don't even have to leave the site. But mostly because we can see it from there, it's a really good post plant. The next position you can plant safe back here if you like are feeling pressured. It's not the best to be in. And then this spot where everyone does plant is actually not the best. It's like the second, third best. Plant here when you have to, like when there's people pressuring you and you can't really cross into sight. Because when you plant there, it doesn't allow anybody to save in pit or halls. When you plant here, everyone dies.
This coaching session is brought to you by Skins Monkey. They are the best CS2 trading site out there. Swap out the skins you do not like and upgrade them into higher quality new items. I have personally used Skins Monkey to build my inventory and love how many features the site has. The best thing is that you can gain your own crazy deposit bonus of 35% by using my code KOJOMO. They also have a freebie section where you can get free new skins by completing tasks, and you also get a $5 bonus by clicking my link in the description of the video.
Okay.
So really good stuff that nobody at your level really knows, and it's something that you really only start to learn from Team CS, which is really, really good stuff.
Perfect.
So try to plant on that back box back there for pit. It's really good. All right, we won that round. Okay, big thing here too, by the way. So you guys win this round, right? You get your AK. That's cool. That's fine. That's an option. But one thing you have to have on these rounds is head armor, because you're most likely, I mean, you are like 100%. It's not most likely. You 100% are going to be facing off against either MP9s or pistols of some sort, or, you know, maybe shotguns if they're crazy, weird stuff. Regardless, you don't want to get one shot in the head to someone with a USP or even an MP9, right? So that head armor on round 2 is so important. That's like one of the first things you got to think about.
Perfect. Yeah. Yeah, because we had the advantage, so I don't want to get killed by USP or
Yep,
something like that.
exactly. It's like it's the worst feeling in the world when that happens.
Perfect.
And then also here's one thing about when we're going alt mid like this. I want you to get confident in these games. I want you to get confident early. And one thing you can do here is, have you ever spammed halls, like shot through halls here?
Not really, no.
Okay, sweet. So what you're gonna do is you can either line it up on this side or you can stay here. You're gonna shoot through this X on the wall. because it's going to go through here and it's going to damage anybody that's pushing through here early.
Oh my
Um,
god.
yeah, and a lot of times you might actually end up getting a kill, especially when you get in higher level games and they're doing setups where they're like two people are going through halls here early to do something.
Okay, yeah, nice.
Really good thing. And then also while you're doing that, just be careful of someone peeking you from this side. Just always keep that in mind. So just get ready for that. But those are two things you can do.
Perfect. Yeah.
And then also just remember, because like this actually comes back to haunt us here. If we are in this line, just remember that they can always push through this side and we'll never know. Like we'll never be able to see it.
Okay, where I don't see, sorry.
So if they push through here, I'll actually fly over. If they run and push through this side, we're not going to see it at all.
Okay, yeah.
Because obviously, because like we're up here and we can't see that side at all.
Yeah, sometimes I just
Mhm.
do go the other side just to see if someone is going.
Yeah.
But
Mhm.
I guess the call I had
Right.
is, we're going B, but
Yep.
not sure.
No, yeah, that makes sense. Oh, that actually does come back to bite you because you don't have head armor there. It really punches you and
Yeah,
makes you.
exactly.
But
You're right.
that's whatever. The more I'm concerned about the positioning here. So look, we realize like our teammate dies mid, right? In this
Yeah.
moment, I think that it's again, this is where you've got to just go with your guys. I think it's so much better if you go with them and just look behind you as you're running here. You can worry about the flank, or if you can do that, or if you really want to play like a rat, play all the way back here. You know they have MP9s. They just got kills on your teammates with them. Play back here and just be like a rat. But don't sit here in the open because you're just making it easy for them. Also, if you are going to take this fight, you might as well make it like a headshot fight back here instead of exposing your whole body.
Okay, yeah.
Because is it this guy that kills you? Yeah, I'll show you from his perspective what it looks like. I mean, he's being very obvious that he's here. There's no secret of it. But then he
Oh
peeks
my
you here.
God.
Yeah, and your entire body is being shown.
Yeah.
Yep. And then he just holds mouse 1 and gets that kill.
Okay.
And yeah, that kill actually ended up being very important in the round because they ended up winning.
Terrorist is my worst side. I hate playing with terrorists.
Gotcha.
Also on Inferno, Inferno is my worst map. I hate this map.
Oh, really? Okay, sweet. Yeah, we'll
Yeah.
we'll help you. Yeah, we'll help you learn a lot on this map. I have a question for you. So, why buy the armor here with just Glock? Like, what's the purpose behind this?
I don't know. Like,
Okay.
I don't know.
Yeah, that's fine. I would say not really ever do this unless you're purposely doing it because your teammate has like an AK and you're gonna be like near him and he's like, hey, like someone follow me in case I die or something, right? You're
Right.
investing in the body armor, but then your pistol is so weak that there's no point in doing that investment. For many reasons, it's just not worth it. In
So
these
I should-
rounds, yeah, go ahead.
So I should not buy any armor? What I'm
Yeah.
saying?
Yeah, here honestly you should just buy nothing, or if you want, invest that $300 and maybe a P250. But yeah, this isn't really the point to get armor this round because like as you can see again, because we don't have head armor, it literally didn't even matter anyways.
Okay, yeah.
And then also another thing, sorry, I'm gonna fly at you with a lot of different things. So if you definitely take note if you can. I have a recording of this as well, so that'd be good. When we're on pistol like Glocks and stuff, there's no point in even trying to take these fights because even if they did peek you there and he doesn't just delete you, like your Glock is gonna do nothing to them. When you have your pistols like that, you really got to get close range. That's why Halls is great. Halls is great on pistol round. Exploding together as like 5 people as grid. But yeah, when you have a Glock, it's just nothing's really gonna happen.
Okay, perfect.
Yeah, and it just sucks because if we were gonna save this round, we honestly might as well have just bought last round anyways. Because it sucks that we're on pistols 2 rounds in a row.
Yeah. Yeah.
And like you don't always have to get head armor, by the way. Like when you're saving, like when you have a deagle like this, like I'm a little sad that you guys double save, but that's besides the point. But it's like that's fine not to get that head armor because like sure, we definitely would love to have it, but like maybe it doesn't make sense to buy it all the time because we can't afford it or something.
Yeah.
So definitely, but when you're definitely buying, like when you've won the round prior, 100% you've got to get that head armor on T side.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I mean, it's fine. I'd say like if you're trying to play perfectly, here, which I understand, like we're not always gonna play perfect. That's not the point of this game. But like once you take this initial peek here, think about it. It's a 4v1. You are alive at this point, but you're on 1 HP. Our chance of actually getting this kill is pretty low. I would just dip at this point if we're trying to play perfect. But like I'll sit here and like I'll do the same thing. I'm on low HP and I'll still swing them because I just want to.
Yeah.
But if you are actively trying to play smart for your teammates and build that economy, go around and find a gun somewhere else, that's 100% what you should be doing.
Yeah.
If you don't want to be like that guy that like starts dying too much and stuff.
Yeah, exactly. That's what I'm trying to do.
Yep.
Die less for nothing, for no reason.
100%. And speaking of no reason, I think here you've got to get nades. You have $1,200 extra dollars. You've got to at least get a smoke and molly. Like, even if you don't have a set idea with what you're gonna do with it, those nades are so valuable that I think it's like a little bit of a shame that we don't have those.
Yeah.
And then here. Oh, dude, look exactly what I'm talking about here. Look.
Yeah.
That would be great. And the thing is that the level you're at too, it's so awesome because if you do that, they're like, is this guy cheating? And so then it starts to get in their head and they're like, dude, we might be playing a cheater.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. And I always buy utils, but I don't know why I'm scared when I don't have a lot of money. I'm scared to buy some.
Yeah, and so that's totally
Because
understandable. Yeah.
You're gonna see longer in the game that I buy always util when I have the money, but when I'm short like this, it's playing in my hand, and I'm like, no, I cannot buy nothing.
Yeah. See, the mindset I want you to have is like, if my team is buying, like if we are buying our guns, buying everything, we are putting as much like investment as we can into this because that's going to help us win the round. And then we will never have to worry about money because like we're just winning. Because a lot of times, and I'm not sure if you ever do this, by the way, but a lot of times people think that same thing on Pissed Round and they're like, I don't want to buy armor on Pissed Round or buy anything because like I just want to have that money for next round anyways. We really do need to invest. We need to invest into the round because especially with CS2 where it's the first to 13 rounds, every round matters so much more now.
Yeah.
So yeah, definitely get that util because even right here, like say you were jiggling here and like 2 guys swung you. If you had that smoke, you could just smoke this off and you're perfectly fine, right? But now you're just playing deathmatch at this point, and it looks like you're going to do good here. So I'm really curious to see what happens.
Right.
Okay, yeah, they swing us. Okay, we get stuck a little bit. It's a little wild war shooting and stuff. Oh my god, that's crazy.
Oh my god.
Yeah, so one thing I'm gonna recommend for you. I love that you're thinking about like being active while you're shooting and stuff, but as we can see here, like we are so inaccurate. Like we're so unbelievably inaccurate. What you're gonna substitute this with, and this is a thing I'm gonna have you start doing early on, and it's gonna be something you do for the rest of your time playing this game, is when you take contact on anybody, not just in this situation, but whenever you're playing CS, you're going to hit your crouch button as you're fighting, and you're gonna keep moving to the left side as you're crouching. So when you hit that crouch button, it makes it so that you are practically 100% accurate, but you're still moving, right? I don't want you to sit there and crouch and not move, but if we're crouching and moving, it is so good.
Okay.
Like even in any of these fights right here, if you were crouching, it would help your accuracy so much.
Okay. Yeah. Perfect.
And like it's just like also like what every top rifler is doing right now, and the term right now is the donk slide. Donk, who's a player.
Yeah. I practice it.
Yeah, awesome.
But it was very hard to. Yeah, but I have some. It's hard for me to applicate some things. Sometimes I watch some videos and I'm like, okay, perfect. I'm gonna do this today, but I'm doing only this day, and after I lose everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I always being told stop crouching because I wasn't moving. So
I
stopped crouching and just big shoot.
Yeah, and that's the funny thing about it is like that is the opposite problem. So that's 100% true. Some people will do the thing where they crouch and just literally don't move, and then they're the easiest target ever.
Exactly.
Yeah, so that 100% is bad habit too. What I'm gonna what's up?
I'm gonna try just
yes, awesome.
Crouch and moving.
Yep. And not only are you moving, by the way, so like don't forget, like when you're doing this too, you're always going back to the angle that you were fighting from for the most part. So like if I'm fighting mid here and I take contact on somebody, I'm crouching and moving back this way because this is cover. When I'm here, if I take contact on somebody, I'm moving this way towards cover like you were doing. Also, yeah, go ahead.
So I crouch, but when I'm hiding myself, do I stay crouch or I get up?
Yeah. So the whole time you're kind of crouching and you're spraying your gun, you're acting like it's just like a normal fight, but you're just moving back towards cover every time. unless you want to do the opposite because you want to be super aggressive and you know it's like one guy, there's not multiple people. Like say you think you have this guy on arch, like just exposed and like completely trapped. You might crouch, you might donk slide to the right just to like make sure you get him. But yeah, it just essentially it just make sure you're accurate and you're also getting behind cover. You're also changing like your player model a little bit because you're standing and then all of a sudden you crouch and you're moving. So all around just really good stuff.
Yeah, perfect.
What I'm going to do for you is I'm going to get into the server and show you what you could do for alt mid too, because I like that you're coming up here, but you're doing it a little too much. And also you're not changing it up. It's fine if you're up here, but sometimes I want to see you come all the way over here and hold from this angle so we can see window room as well. Or sometimes I want you to come over here. But I'm going to show you a really good default maul you could throw if you don't know it already. Super good when you're like kind of this alt mid guy, because my problem right now is like you're up here holding this. One, your teammates are about, or like it looks like they're trying to go into B eventually. And then Bob, who is not cute with you. So I understand like you're not really talking to him as much, but he's up here taking this space while you're all the way back here holding this. There's just a huge disconnect between you two.
Yeah. Yeah. Bob played a lot of this spot all the game. Right?
Yeah, I got you.
But I don't know why, but when the round start, I hate going right there, like mid. I hate going there. I don't know. I always don't know what to do. So
like right here.
I have a habit to just go like at the apps.
Yeah, this bridge. Yeah. That's fine. I'm gonna show you some good stuff that you can do for alt mid. Because it's totally fine to go there, and that's a job that someone has to do. An alt mid defaulter is what they call it. But yeah, we'll get you throwing some grenades and like positioning pretty well. Yeah, because again, like not that it's necessarily like bad, but you're kind of just again not really doing much in the round, so you're relying on everybody else to do the work. And if they peek you, great, but we got to get you also into the habit sometimes of taking things into your own hands.
Yeah.
And then you die to that guy because he's just there, whatever.
Yeah.
Also, really, like it literally doesn't matter, but I want to get you flowing with nades and thinking about it. You know how you came up here and like drop the smoke on the ground like this? One cool thing you can do is as you're running up, you can just bounce smokes off walls. So like as we're coming into B here, I can just aim at this wall, bounce it off here, and it'll land like that. Same thing if I'm running up here, I might actually just smoke down here. So I'm running, I never stop letting go of W, bounce it off that wall, the smoke lands back here, I just keep running and do my thing.
Yeah.
So like
you want to just take much as space as possible.
Yeah, and like it literally doesn't matter. Like it just gets you like feeling really good. It gets you like flowing. And sometimes like in clutch situations it does matter, because I've had situations where like I have bomb, I pick it up, the last guy is like chasing me down on banana. So I'm running up mid here, and as I'm running, I throw it off of this wall without even stopping, and the smoke lands as fast as it can, and I keep going. So like it can matter. It's definitely not like a huge priority that I need you to work on, but I just want you to think that like there's really like cool ways we can throw nades and do stuff.
Yeah.
We can just bounce them off things. We can feel good about it. Pull around, have a good time. But yeah, we're just playing definitely way too passive. Like we're never really doing much, which is fine. You definitely can be a passive player, and that can be a great play style to have. We just definitely, like I said, we got to change it up a little bit, and every round do something slightly different.
Yeah, I'm too passive.
Mm-hmm. Which it makes sense if you're playing with your cousin who's very good and like he's taking a lot of space. Like that's totally understandable.
Yeah. He's telling me a lot of things that you're telling me right now.
Yep.
And I realize like sometimes I don't listen to him, but I need to.
Yeah. Yep. Well, and also if you're gonna play passive too, what I want to like the ideal thing for you too is get you like good enough to like actually set your teammates up. So it's like, okay, I'm playing passively, but like I'm actually flashing for this person or like doing this or like, so it's like,
exactly, yeah.
So it makes sense that I'm like, I'm passive and it's totally good. Yeah, here. Yeah, sweet. He drops you. Awesome. This is again where we got to have head armor for sure. Head armor, get those nades. And then, yeah, that sucks that there's a extra glue on the ground.
Yeah, I was just, I don't know what happened in my brain in that moment, but.
Yeah, right. We're like, what the heck? Yeah, no, that's funny. Ooh. You're like, that's a nice skin. Yeah, and look, like right here, man, this would have been everything if we actually had a smoke, if we had like, because here also because of how passive we play, we're gonna miss out on a lot of these timings. So this is a very standard thing about Inferno. They are going to play 2B and 3A. In your games, like that is so standard. That's gonna happen a lot. So one thing you can look for is like, look, we get that first kill, and this we just got to be locked in, and we got to realize these things are happening. Our teammate's spamming, shoots this guy, kills him through a smoke. We should kind of hear that, but also just from the kill feed, we should be able to see that too. We get that kill, so that's one B guy dead. You kill this other guy, bro. You should honestly be like running in B here, and your teammates should be coming with you, because it's like, dude, we just killed 2 B guys. Let's take that space. And again, if you have that smoke, you can just run in here and smoke CT. But yeah, like react. Yeah, because as it's easy to see this in the demo, but we had this entire site, and now this guy gets to rotate in because we don't do anything, and it's like, now we're going back to the site where they have 2 people.
Yeah.
And like I said, it's easy in the demo to see that. In the game, it's a lot harder, but we got to try to get out of limbo as much as possible, like this little like floating around and like directionless kind of thing. Okay, also here, I'm going to give you like some pretty next level thing, especially on Inferno. It actually would not be the worst thing in the world. And I'm not saying to do this. I'm just trying to give you like game theory of this and stuff. Say you just ran in here with your knife out and died, right? Well, now we can probably still win the round because we figure out Spectre is on B. John Pork runs in. This guy goes A right away. And now they have A in a 2v1 where this guy was on B. Same thing if like John Pork were to run into A here and he gets killed. Well, wow, now you get to just take B site. Bomb comes B and we win. Do you see how in a 3v1 we literally cannot lose if we're just like actually utilizing the info that we get around the map? This is totally fine, by the way. Like I'm just giving you a hypothetical. I don't actually want you to run into B with your knife.
Okay.
But you'll see a lot of like high level players utilize that fact, and if they don't know where the guy is, they're sometimes going to use someone like John Pork to prod in, and if he walks in here and dies, they're like, oh shoot, the last guy's there. Let's just take B and win the round. And make this guy have to retake on us.
Yeah, perfect.
But also going up S3 is not a bad option either. Like three manning it up and taking a 3v1 fight is not a bad idea at all.
Yeah.
But again, this makes me sad that like we didn't necessarily plant in this spot. Not that you did, it was your teammate. Because like now this guy would not be able to survive in pit. This guy wouldn't, and it would be really hard for us. We'd have to run away really far. Because on Inferno, the bomb explodes like so big. It's crazy.
Oh, yeah.
Yep. And again, I'm just going to reiterate so that we never forget it again, but head armor, nades.
Yeah. I don't know what happens. I don't know what happens. But
Again.
You see, like, I feel like I don't know what to do when I'm here.
Yeah. Yep. Oh, and yeah, go ahead.
No, that's fine.
So like it just really depends on like what your stack's doing and what's expected. I mean, honestly, like when we're playing Inferno, it's not different to any other map. Like, you know, we should have somebody we should have 2 people responsible for B usually, kind of your opper or maybe a rifler that's responsible for mid, jumping in Mexi, posting up on mid with the op, flashing it off, doing his thing, and then 1 or 2 guys as well, like working alt mid at some point, maybe getting in the halls, taking the space, maybe just chilling out here passively, jumping up in the window room. So like that's kind of responsibility. 2 guys here, 1 guy here, and 2 guys here. Generally, you can float around. It should switch every once in a while and stuff. But if you guys are just kind of flowing around and doing your thing, you can get up into banana here, and I'll get into the server and show you what you need to do. But you should molly car, and then like take this space, do these things, and eventually try to get this control right here. If you can get this control, you win. Because it's so easy for you to hit sites, so easy to do your thing. If you're on the A side of the map, you're trying to get like, you know, maybe this halls control here / brackets is really good to have, or you know, you're winning if you can somehow take wrap side. But yeah, sitting here and just like looking back and forth, that's really going to be bad for you. The only exception to that is like if they smoke down B and they're taking, then we can sit here and wait. We just still don't want to just like be directionless. Just remember, whenever we're in one of these positions, just hold something. And even if you're not certain with what you're doing, just be like, okay, I'm holding this angle right now. This is what I'm doing.
Okay, yeah.
So it's like, you know, I've made up my mind. I'm going to like hold banana side or mid side and be confident. Okay, I want to hold something else now. I want to push something else. But like you're always certain about it. Always certain before doing it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, this round was really bad.
Yep. And it's just because, like, again, from that lack of direction and kind of just being one dimensional. Because, like, also because I can tell you're uncomfortable with Inferno, we're not really throwing nades or, like, really doing much. Because also we're not buying it.
Yeah.
We get a smoke here, though. Smoke 2 flashes. All right. And head armor. We're doing better. Awesome. But yeah, so, like, in theory, you would be the B guy here. And I would want you to molly car. Because honestly, you shouldn't have to fight down here. This shouldn't be necessarily where you have to fight. Now, if you're playing against CTs that are throwing 2 mollies, nading, doing all this stuff, of course, we don't want to just run into that. But yeah, you should be comfortable pushing these guys off and making them feel uncomfortable. Because right now, in their mind, they're like, okay, this is all of our space. We just get to fight here and do this. And you guys are actually lucky that they didn't just be like, oh, let me just start smoking down here and taking all this. Yeah, so if you're over here, that's definitely something you should be doing.
Okay.
And then again, if you're gonna be passive, I'm gonna show you a flash too. You're gonna throw window flashes for your teammates if you want to play passive. So that way you are passive, but you're actively supporting your teammates.
I'm trying to be more aggressive. Like
Mhm.
honestly, I don't want to be a passive player. I want to be more like a leader. But yeah,
Gotcha. Yeah. Well, definitely we can develop that.
so a lot of time my cousin is telling me like you have to play with confidence. Stop
Yeah.
stop
Yeah.
being scared and everything. And I'm always in a bet.
Yeah, I can tell that you're actively never crouching because like every fight we're taking, like that crouch
Yeah.
button is just never hit.
Yeah, I just removed the crouch button. But
Yeah.
I watched a lot of video from you, and
Yeah.
he was saying like stop crouching, but
Right. And
I
it's
know
just the
that.
two extremes. Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Because like I'll work with you and I'll be like, oh, dude, like you need to crouch more, and then I'll work with somebody else who is literally just like sticking themselves in the ground. So yeah, that's why this coaching is good though, because like you can get actual like advice that makes sense for you.
Yeah, exactly.
Definitely, 100%.
That's why I wanted a coaching session because when I saw the title of your video, it was like stop crouching.
Yep.
Yeah, I need to stop.
Yep. Yeah, and honestly too, the thing is when we played CS:GO, I was always told that from my coaches and everything too. I was always told like crouching's awful, crouching's bad. It's just so funny with CS2 because now it can actually be utilized in such a good way. So it's just so funny how things have changed. But yeah, like here with Banana, like if we want ideas of things to do, like right here, flashing for our teammate, throwing a flash over this wall that lands up here will be sick. Even when he dies here, throwing a flash for ourselves. I want to see you set yourself up too, because I have not seen that once with like flashes or anything like that.
Yeah, I'll throw on the right.
Yeah. Also, like on a map like Inferno, like this is the map. HE grenades are so valuable too. Like, HEs and mollies. So like here, our teammates dying, doing all this stuff. Like either molly off corner and molly off sandbags. And don't worry, I'm gonna show you exactly how to do those. Throw HEs. Like we really got to chip them down with this damage, and we're just completely missing that part of our game right now.
Okay.
And then also, let me ask you something. Do you see the problem with this flash?
I get that if people are like sandbags or anything like that, it's easy to just don't get flashed and kill me after.
Yep. So what you need to think with your flashes is don't throw your flash at them, because right here you were trying to flash like corner. So you're like, okay, I'm going to throw my flash. The problem is, even if this flash didn't land super far, it's like you said, really easy for them to just like be like, oh, like I'm not going to get blinded by that. So throw a flash above where, like throw a flash where they're going to be looking. In this case, like it's a little hard. You might have to be like, hey guys, turn from this flash, and maybe even chuck it off of this wall where it bounces and lands right here, because then your teammates are peeking and they have to make a decision in their brain. Do I just like get blinded by this, or do I turn? Like,
yeah, exactly.
So yeah, flash where they're looking.
Yeah, exactly. Because exactly where you were pointing, like above this wall.
Yep.
Just here at my left, they just don't gonna get flash.
Yep, 100%. So that's everywhere, by the way. It's like, here's like where we were gonna start thinking about the game is I had to do this a million times for my team because we had strats and stuff, and my job was to flash them out of halls. So what I do is chuck a flash over mid that lands right up here, because again, they're running out of halls. They need to like make sure anyone that was looking in like at this area is blind. So a flash that lands right here, perfect. Like that's amazing, right? And it honestly probably land like more up here, but you get the point.
Yeah, I need to check more a little bit my map.
Yeah, 100%. You should always be looking at your radar, like glancing at it, like especially like when you're not fighting somebody, when like, you know, we're like T stairs or like, you know, sitting here in alt or something, like 100% playing off that radar is so valuable, and we're gonna miss out on so much stuff if we're not looking at it.
Yeah.
You wanna know why also I love if you crouch, because your spray control will be better, because you're spraying your gun, you hit that crouch button, and naturally your whole body, including your crosshair, moves down a little bit, making it so that spray pattern becomes so much easier.
Yeah.
Yep.
I don't know if it's in your video that I saw that, but that's what it was like with the AK. You aim like the neck, and after you crouch, so it's easy to hit a headshot with.
Yep. It just will naturally go right where you need it to go. Yep.
Yeah. Again, going there.
Yeah. We'll skip through a little bit. Yeah, and as we can see, like once again, we're kind of just in the back of everything. We're just waiting, right? We're waiting. So essentially, what's gonna happen in your games is like, it's just gonna be like, do my teammates get the kills and I kind of clean up, or if they start getting destroyed, like I'm just done for.
Yeah.
Which we don't want that. We definitely want to take things into our hands. We don't want to just rely on everybody else. Yeah, like even here, you feel so stressed out. Like honestly, you should just dip from here. Like once this guy pushes, I rewinded a bit far. But like, okay, we throw a nade, little unnecessary, but I get it because he could be there. And you're so paranoid about all of this that like we end up just like not doing anything. We're moving back and forth, and we start seeing that spam. We don't even shoot back. There we shoot. Like in this moment, bro, just like, you know, I don't care what you do. Just make a decision. Either go through mid, jump up here and go into halls. You know, obviously, if you're worried about alt, look at alt too. Like, don't just forget about it. But just make a decision here. I don't even care what it is. Just do it. If it's the wrong decision, I don't care. As long as you're confident about it, I'd rather you do that than feel the need to bounce, back.
Perfect.
Yeah, because even here, we're just smoking.
Yeah, so now I was a little bit stressed out. That
Right.
Was
yeah.
So I didn't know what to do.
And I have a term called artificial stress. I don't think this was necessarily artificial stress because there was people like pressuring you a little bit, but this was like you were taking like a stressful situation that was like maybe a 3 out of 10 and making it like a 9 out of 10, where you're like, oh shoot, like I'm stuck here, like I can't move, like I need to flash, and like, oh, like, you know, we can see in hindsight we're good, we can just relax, get out of there, and boom, we're chilling. So don't like raise the stress levels that you're facing.
Exactly.
Instead, problem solve and get out of there. Always relocate if you can. Relocate.
So right there, my game is gonna be a little bit better.
Awesome. Yeah, because now we're on CT side, we can kind of feel a little bit better.
Exactly. Yeah.
Yep.
There's gonna be a lot of mistakes, but that's what I want to see.
Yes, sir. Yep. And dude, I'm really excited. I'm gonna show you a lot of good util and things you can think about for your T side.
Yeah, perfect.
You know what I'm thinking about when this fight happens, by the way?
I should have helped my teammate before he dies.
No, so I'm fighting this guy, right? And I notice he has a Tech 9, and I am like, oh shoot, like.
Oh wait, sorry, my bad. I thought. Okay, yeah. No,
Yeah,
I was first. I thought it was my teammate first.
Oh, gotcha. Yeah, this is good. Good proactive. Like I would be like, oh shoot. I'm like usually like I'm trying to kind of like pressure the people, get close to them and stuff. But since he has Tech 9, I'm like, oh shoot. Also, keep in mind at this level, a lot of times people buy a Tech 9 and they are actually buying it. They're not dropping it to their teammates or anything. So if I were you in your games, when I fight against a player on pistol round with a Tech 9, I would actually be low-key trying to shoot at their like chest/neck and just spam, like shoot as fast as I can, because they're probably not going to have armor actually. And on pistol round, that means we're going to kill them in literally like at this range, you will actually kill them in like 3/4 bullets. If you're really close, you kill them in 3. If you're like this range, probably 4.
Yeah, right.
And it's crazy. Yep. And also because they don't have armor. Do you know what aim punch is?
No, but I know that hurts when you don't have.
Yeah, so when you don't have armor in this game and you get hit in like the chest, your screen literally flinches. Like it flinches up in there. Yep.
Okay, yeah, exactly.
So that's also why I'm spamming it, because I know as soon as I start hitting him, he is gonna have like no control over his like gun, anything. Like it's so good. Yeah. Awesome. We get that kill. I'd be grabbing that Tech 9. Okay, we didn't grab it. Whatever. And I say that because it's just so powerful. Like the gun really is just so powerful when you're running around shooting it as fast as you can.
Yeah, yeah.
Especially on retake since you got to get active anyways. Wow, I can't believe they let us. And okay, so
Yeah,
we're
I
gonna.
see the bomb.
Yeah,
when-
yeah, yeah.
when-
That's funny. That's a bold move. I want you to learn from these guys' failure. By the way, this guy thinks he's playing safe by just crouching back here. He is being a horrible teammate. This guy's in pit / mini pit, whatever. This is a decent position to be in if your teammate is sitting on site and crossfiring. Let me get this diffuse out of the way thing. Because if we can have this set up, so on T side, I want you to try to get into this. One person here and then one person on site holding. And do you see how we have this like line where like if they peek in, they're getting shot from 2 different directions?
Yeah.
That's what we're looking to build. And also on CT side too, if you're ever like a pit player or a site player, like awesome. Also, this guy's planting the bomb in pit. Dang.
Yeah.
That's crazy. But yeah, that's funny. Nice. Put that pressure. And as soon as it's good though that you tap the bomb, because as soon as you do that, they are going to give their positions away because they're going to be like, oh shoot, this guy's defusing.
Yeah.
So that can be really good for clutches, is to tap that bomb and make them react to you.
Yeah.
Hey, we're just
I
going
was
to
used to
save.
play with the Tech 9, but I don't know why I'm always playing with the dual barriers. I don't know why. I just started to
Yeah.
play with them because I love them, but
Uh-huh. Well, okay, if you like them, honestly, they're so good on pistol round. They are so good on CT side pistol round. But
okay.
the problem is when you have them on these rounds, like statistically, we're gonna talk about stats now of them. They do such weak armor damage that against like AK, well, against anyone with armor, it's just like really, really weak, to be honest with you. And so like honestly, the P250 is better, or the 5.7, of course, really good.
Yeah, I was used to play the Tech 9 always.
Yeah, on T side, Tech 9 is so good. On T side, you really shouldn't buy the dualies. On CT side, you should buy the dualies when, like on pistol round, maybe if you wanted.
Yeah.
Something like that. And then again here, by the way, same thing as I told you on T side. I don't really want you to buy armor. You're saving, so just save that money and just get the dualies or P250, like whatever you're trying to buy. 100%.
I feel like if I don't have armor, I'm just gonna die.
Yeah, and you probably will. I mean, to be honest, like you probably will. But the point is, we get a really good buy into the next round, because right now we have 1,400, and sure, okay, we have 2,400, so we're not gonna have the worst. But that means we're gonna have 3,800 if we don't get any kills next round. We're just sacrificing this round for the sake of having a really good next round.
Yeah.
Also, here, you don't need to reload, brother. You don't need to reload.
Yeah, I know. I think I will cancel it. I'm not sure, but I think I will.
Okay, gotcha. Yeah. Yeah, just try to break that habit anyways. Like, no, you go through it.
No, I'm reloading, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, because like you have 19 bullets. Of course, we would love to have 30, but like in this situation, like just keep doing your thing.
Yeah.
Also here, I like the bold reposition. Love that. Like that could be a really surprising play right there. So I like that you're at least being active here.
Yeah. But
Yeah.
no bullets going
Yeah.
in.
I at least like that you played aggressive and you died on your own terms. Like sure, there's like little gimmicks we could do to play better, like, you know, maybe positioning up here from the beginning, or your teammates like here and you sit here and get ready to swing hard off of his contact or something. Right? Those are some ideas. But like I said, I love the fact that you were like, this is how I'm gonna play and I'm gonna go down on my terms.
Yeah.
A really good contrast to the first half. Hey, here's the thing. We're doing this. And again, I'm going to show you exactly what you need to do. Your CT and T-side on this map are going to look a lot better when I'm going to get in the server and show you the nades. But think about even on like the micro here. Sure, you did get punished from this last round. Like you didn't really get punished, but he peeked you up here. But think about this. Like you're just exposing yourself also to this angle, and you're making your life a lot harder if someone does peek you on that side. So I mean, like I like that you're aware and you're kind of learning from like the mistakes that have happened. But I think this would also be better in a million ways. Like maybe sit out here and like hold a little wider, or just sit and hold this and crouch so that guy can't see you. Or, you know, obviously I wish you guys would actually take it. That'd be my preferable way to do it. Smoke down here, flash over, have this guy get active, your cousin.
Okay.
But also he's going to be calling a lot of things too, probably. So you're going to have to listen to what he wants to do. Oh yeah. And that kind of does happen. You take 50 damage from it. Nice, good trade. Yeah, get out of there. Oh, no. Okay. Hey, We take that though. Okay, he dies, right? He dies.
Yeah.
You get that
Yeah.
trade. Beautiful. Now, when you re-peak though, I love that you got the kill. That was amazing. But honestly, we probably should be dead if he doesn't really have a scout and and here's the thing. You are now on an island. You are by yourself. Your job is not to get kills after you get that initial trade. Your job is to stay alive so that Eye of Ra can rotate in here and you guys can have 2 people on the site. Because if you swing here and die, again, they have this entire site, they smoke CT and the round's over.
Okay, yeah.
So like in these situations, yeah, you got to get out of here. You got to get out of here.
Yeah.
Well, like I said, I'm happy you're getting these kills though.
So yeah, I just gotta hold until my teammates are here, and after.
Yep. And again, that's where like util is amazing because like you could come back here and if you saw the smoke, you could smoke this off and chill.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, regardless, man, like definitely not the decisions I would have made, but like I'll give you a lot of credit. Like those are really confident fights you took. Every one of those fights, you wanted to take it, and that's why it helped you get those kills because like there was no doubt in your mind.
Yeah.
It wasn't
I'm
like
more confident.
Yeah. More
I'm more
confidence.
confident on the PD side.
Yeah, I can definitely see that. Also, great double nade stack here. I skipped past that.
Yeah. I thought, yeah, we had a kill on that.
Yeah, awesome. Yeah,
No,
nice.
double, yeah.
Yeah, awesome. That's really good. Okay, I'm going to tell you this early. I'm going to teach you something really cool early on. So one thing that pros do, specifically as banana players, is they will do like a double nade stack. They'll both nade like logs or something, right? So they'll throw 2 nades here. And then after the round ends, like the round's over and stuff, they'll go to their scoreboard, they'll go to cycle stats here, and they'll look at their utility damage. And they'll be like, oh, I did 0 damage on the nades here, right? So then what do they know? They know that like, okay, nobody played here. They might throw that same nade set again, and they're like, okay, we did 0 damage again this round. So now they know that nobody's really playing logs early. So then, okay, let's nade here. Oh, nobody took damage there either. Wow, nobody must be playing banana. So then what they're doing is they're mapping out this entire like area to see where the enemies are playing. To to decide their play, or maybe it's like, oh hey, I did 30 damage to the guy here this round. He's definitely playing this side, and it just really helps you like understand where people are gonna be. Dang, bro, you peeked the guy like a race car driver. that was a race car peak, bro.
Yeah, because my cousin like when I refrag. When I don't refrag,
Right? Yeah.
he doesn't like it a lot. So I
Yeah.
have a lot of pressure when I play with him.
Oh, I bet. Yeah, I bet. Well, also, by the way, like again, that's where like I would love to see more flashing and stuff because we're playing very one-dimensional. It's like, okay, whoever gets the kills gets the kills. I love that you guys had the nade stack. This is expanding our game a little bit, nade stacking, doing that kind of thing. But yeah, that's where I love if you guys would throw more mollies, nades together. You would flash for both of you guys. Throw a flash off this building that lands up here, and just really start to do that. And as far as the refragging stuff, like to an extent, like on that one round where you peeked in here, great refrag right away. But like I said, I think the problem was when you tried to go again and again, like that. That's where I draw a line. I think sometimes, unfortunately, like say you're playing with your cousin and maybe he probably won't agree with this, but that's fine. Like I'm gonna say it anyways. Like say he's going crazy, runs down here and dies, bro. Like honestly, like if you're right here, you 100% should not try to come in here and trade him.
Yeah.
Because again, like it's just not worth the risk, honestly.
Yeah.
But yeah, I mean, you should always try to refrag your teammates. Just in certain situations, it just I guess like the time frame, the window is just gone. There you go. Nice pickup. But yeah, you're having a lot of impact on the CT side. A lot of impact.
Yeah. Exactly. I just want to improve my T side. I hate T side.
Right.
I'm like not the same player, and I hate it.
Yeah.
Because on this game, I think I don't know, kills doesn't matter. It's the impact, but I think I finished like second.
Yeah, you're doing good.
But on the first half, I was like last.
Yeah. Right. Also, by the way, for you as a banana player, especially, like if you are ever playing the B side on Inferno, every single round, your loadout should look like smoke, 1 flash, 1 nade, and molly. That molly is so unbelievably important as a banana B player. I really don't think there's ever a world where you should have 2 flashes as a B player, to be honest.
Yeah. And you want to know something?
Mhm.
When I was playing today, I was like, yeah, he's gonna tell me that.
Yeah, there you go.
I always
There you go.
don't buy mollies, and that's so important. But on some maps, I use a lot of more of videos like Mirage
Yeah.
because I know them and I watch the videos
Right.
how
Yep.
to do. But Inferno, I just hate this map because we are always trashing this map, and I was like,
Mm.
yeah,
Well,
I
I
hate.
mean, it makes sense because like again, it's such a map where mollies are so important. Like even on T side, like I told you, like I mean, not just you, one of you guys, none of you are doing it. Like someone's got to come up here and molly car to shut the CTs. They can't just swing here.
Yeah,
We're just missing out on a lot of the value of these mollies.
yeah,
Hey, we're opping. Okay, look at us. We're opping
yeah.
coming through here on
I
B.
love hopping.
Sweet. Yeah. Okay. So one specific advice for Inferno that I'm gonna give you is when usually for me, if I am gonna opt this angle, this isn't actually a moment where I do it completely backwards than what we usually teach people. And this is somewhere where I will get as close as I can to this corner and crouch. Why? Because usually, I'm saying, oh, we need to play far back from angles. But the problem with this specific angle is if we play far back, we're always gonna expose ourselves to this guy. But if we play close to it and we crouch, he won't see us most of the time unless he goes like all the way up here. And at that point, like it's a really awkward fight for him because he's about to fall off. So for you on Inferno, I actually like crouching here and holding this.
Okay.
As far as like some specifics. Nice, good find. We catch good timing on that. Yeah, we relocate, maybe. I want you to get, yeah, there you go. Oh, sweet. Love this mid-round play. Love this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. Oh, yeah.
I died because
Yeah.
of this. Yeah.
Yeah. So what I want you to do, by the way, is if you boost them up here, this is the round-winning play. Like this is such a good play, bro. Just come back around here now. Come back around here and post like back here.
Yeah. Oh
And
my
then
god.
if you want to get inside, get inside. Also, like if you are ever gonna make this race, there's no reason to look over here, right? Just come over here and look like this.
Yeah.
But yeah, the bigger thing is to rotate around this way. I always do that
Yeah.
because John Pork has your cousin has the round-winning play now.
Yeah. Ah.
Yep. But I mean, hey, like I said, I love the idea. Like I mean, and I don't know. I think maybe he was calling for it, right?
Yeah, I was calling for it.
Yep.
A lot of time we do it when we know that like we don't have a lot of people and we know
Yeah.
that A is pushing, so he's gonna stay here. I'm gonna rotate.
Yeah. Yeah, that's great. Yeah, that's awesome. Love that. Okay. One thing you can do too, and this is getting like pretty like next level, so your teammates need to make sure they're on the same page too, is purposely showing where the op is to rotate. So I might come through here, and if I get smoked off or something, I might shoot and rotate all the way back around to A now, and trade spots with somebody on A. Like say it's still a 5v5 and your teammate didn't die here.
Yeah.
The arch player would then rotate to B, and I'd be hopping on A now because they're like, oh guys, the opper is B.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay. Yeah. Also, by the way, we don't need to be this exposed here. I need you to get closer to this angle and where you're comfortable holding. But like it should look something more similar like this versus being super exposed out here like this. Because like you don't need all of this space out here. Like this is useless. All you're doing is making yourself an easier target. If two people swing you or you get flashed or something.
Okay.
Nice, good find. Also, I think even for opping, this crouching would help you a lot too. Because when you're opping, if you're crouching around, you're almost 100% accurate. Almost. When you're opping and you're not crouching, when you're moving back and forth, you're like not accurate at all.
Okay.
And I haven't. I mean, maybe on that banana fight, it came back to bite you. I haven't really seen it bite you much, but it 100% will help you. But yeah, I mean, it's good advice, right? Like we don't want to crouch and not move and like be an easy target. But we also like 100% in your gameplay, it would help you out here. The only round we're really not trying to crouch, by the way, is like pissed round.
Yeah.
You should like pissed round. You should just be like moving as much as you can and stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, we even boost here. Like awesome. Yeah. So as far as like Inferno boosting, I mean, the only one we really haven't been doing is this one, which is fine. Like that's fine. You don't have to do this. But I love this. Like I love the like how we're playing the dynamic aspect of that.
Yeah.
We just gotta get you guys unlocked for the next level of like nade throwing and stuff.
Yeah.
And here, yeah, that's a little unfortunate. We thought it was clear. Also,
at this moment he told me just he he knew that the hoppers was dead, and he told me just don't peek.
Oh,
So
I
I
know, and we just that's funny. Yeah, that's hilarious.
and I peeked. But you see that I play a lot of with my cousin, so that's why I want to go to the next level.
Yeah,
Playing a lot of
100%. Yeah, that's cool. Yeah, that's really awesome. You guys can be like Nico and Hunter.
yeah.
Yeah, and
Alright.
like to be honest with you, outside of like the boosting, like every round I'm gonna tell you what's gonna happen is you're gonna be sitting like back here in a position like this, and he's gonna be up here fighting and dueling till he dies, and then he dies, and then it's like you're like a zombie reinforcement going in. So it's like a wave of zombies. It's like, oh, we killed this guy. Oh, another guy swings. Like there's got to be like peaks together. There's got to be flash plays where you're just flashing for him and he's peeking with your flash. There's gonna be rounds where like you guys did so good and you play passive back here, and like again you're gonna rotate this way.
Yeah.
But yeah, you guys are kind of just playing 1-1-1-1, except when you're boosting.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, and you can see there, you can see why like sometimes refragging is a really bad idea, because like the window is completely gone here. He died like 5 seconds ago at this point, and we don't know we have no clue what's behind this wall. By the way, like we have no idea. So it is going to be really hard for you to get impact. I mean, we honestly should be hearing a lot of these guys to be honest with you.
Yeah.
But yeah, this is just this is honestly never going to be a good idea.
Yeah. I screamed when I saw them that were fast.
Yeah, yeah, for sure. For sure, man. Yeah, that would make me scream too. Peek in here and the whole team is there.
Yeah, but I don't know what happened in my mind. I was like,
Yeah.
there's one guy, and when I peeked it,
Yeah.
full team.
Yeah. Well, okay. Let me explain a concept to you. Anyways, is like I'm not gonna rewind it, but also like the way we peek it, where we kind of just like wide swing everything and do that. Where are these guys probably gonna be looking? Right ahead at this wall, right? So
Yeah.
while you are surprising them with the wide swing, like you're not really, because they were already gonna be looking this way anyways. You know, so like it's not even like, oh, the guys were running up mid and you think they're gonna go lane side, so you swing out wide arch and catch them. It's like, no, you're just swinging into the one area they're looking. So don't throw yourself into your enemy's crosshairs, which is a thing I see a lot of players doing, and honestly something I used to do too that I really had to correct.
Okay.
Don't swing yourself into their crosshairs when you're in these surprising spots. Sometimes to just like make them come into you and catch them off with an off angle, or you know, draw their crosshair away. Yeah, same thing here. You're just waiting for him to die, and then you're gonna run in, like
Exactly.
play 1-1. Yep. And it's not just bad on you. It's like it's bad on him too. Like, you know, these are things that we can get better together.
Yeah.
Yeah, even here, like even here, Ben. Like this is one thing I like. You can snap yourself out of this and make sure you're not doing this as much. And every day you're gonna get better and better and better at this if you just remind yourself. Stop looking at your teammates. Like there's no need to look at what your cousin's doing here. You can sit here, hold this, and in him shooting, you should just be able to hear it. Like, oh, he's spamming, he's doing this, or if he's calming, great. But you don't need to sit here and look and be like, oh, okay, he's spamming. And you're not, to your credit, you're not just sitting here looking at him like this, but like there's no reason you should even be over here like this, right? You should just be here getting ready.
Yeah.
There you go. And then you lock in, then you snap in. Then again, we're like, oh, where's he going? There's an M4 down. Yeah, we gotta get you being the beast that just like does his play, and you know, you're communicating. The way it should work is like you guys are communicating with each other, doing your plays, and nobody's really like looking at each other unless it's like, oh, where did you want to boost me? Oh, right here. And then like of course you're looking at him.
Yeah.
Yeah, awesome. We're getting back into this though. Yeah, and even for him, he made the same mistake. He just didn't get punished, where he's knife out running.
Yeah.
Yeah, and then this just a nice setup.
Yeah.
Also, hey, pro tip for you. Just like any angle, I mean, except the one I told you earlier. I want you to play back here if you can, by the way. Unless there's a smoke and you're like trying to see over it, play back, because that's going to give you a better advantage in this fight.
Okay, yeah.
Just the way like the angles work, not just in CS but real life, everything is like be just as far away from the angle as you can.
Yeah, perfect.
And also, if they do smoke, by the way, you can make a sneaky play where the smoke lands here and you slide all the way back, and so when they go to check it, when they're close, they don't see you and they run past, and then you just scoot forward and shoot them.
Yeah.
Really cool next level play you can make as well.
Okay.
Okay, awesome.
Yeah, you can see that I bought every
Yeah.
but sometimes I don't use all of them.
Yeah. Yeah, and your guys' banana control, like definitely you've got to have mollies. Like this area should just be mollied off, like in some
Yeah.
sort of way.
Yeah.
And John Bork's doing it, so we just got to get you throwing one with him.
Exactly.
Oh yeah, perfect example here. And this guy's not gonna take advantage of it at all. He's gonna make the. I mean, he eventually goes in, but even here, I would tell him the same thing. Like, why are you walking in here, man? Just like go. But yeah, you can see actually this is a play you can make too. By the way, bro, look how Eye of Ra just gets completely cut off. That's the play I want you to make, where you're this banana guy, you're getting those kills. You run in here, you smoke CT, but go through your own CT smoke and hide here. They rotate in and they're like, oh, they smoke CT, they're spamming, doing the thing. They run through here and just completely don't even realize. That's the aggression I want you to get.
Okay, yeah.
In these mind games, because that's a mind game as well. So now anytime they rotate in and see a CT smoke, they're like, is somebody gonna be here? Like, oh shoot, man. Like, you know, and that, like I said, that's just the next level of CS we're missing out of right now.
Okay, perfect.
Yep. And then also like right here, man, it's the last round of the game. It's literally the last round. All of you guys, I mean, these guys did, but you should at least have a flash here. Buy down as much as you can.
Yeah, I should have got like an MP9 and just throw some utils.
Yep. MP9, or I mean, a FAMAS is whatever. Like, you know, there is a time and place for it, but if you're gonna have that FAMAS, like at least get a flash because you have $200 extra.
Okay.
There's no sense saving that money into the last round, right?
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah, man, that was a good game. You did very good on CT side, like a lot better on CT side. We'll get your T side in shape. A lot of it is just gonna come from like actually having that purpose and